Hi, I'm Chili Phil, and this is Phil the Burn. Tonight I'm going to do a spice hydra that was grown by the Grumpy Gill. I never had one of these. I never heard of them. It's a chocolate pod, so this one might hurt. So we'll find out. If you happen to be new to this channel, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Smash that like button to help the algorithms. And yeah, I'll wait till I get a few people in the room before I munch on this pod. Hopefully I'll get someone in here soon. I gotta wait for one of my mods. Hey Toby, how you doing, bud? Going to do a spice hydra. How you doing today? Hey Chris, how you doing? That's what it said on the thing, spice hydra. But if you say it's not, that's not. But I'm just saying, I'm just going by what the label said. I'm doing pretty good. Spent most of the day with Spicy Jen. Okay, I'll take your word for it, Chris. Okay. Annie, how you doing? Spicy Jen's a little tired right now. I mean, I don't. She said she was coming on, but I don't know. I just talked to her a little while ago, so she's probably watching a movie with her mom. But anyway, I'm gonna munch on this real quick. If we got 3 people in the room, just smash that like button. It'd be appreciated. But the pod that isn't the space hydra, but we'll find out, hopefully. All right, this is grown by the Grumpy Gill. So nonetheless, it's going to be a nice pod. Hey, Del. Got the burn of a chocolate pod right off the bat. Yeah, it definitely has some heat. I'm gonna say right now, my mouth is probably having around a 4, but it's grown a little bit. That chocolate primatale you had the video I watched earlier today, that looked pretty wicked. I'm kind of bummed out that pod season's pretty much over. Might be a few straggler growers in Florida or Arizona or Southern California, but pretty much all the growers are done. I don't think it's going to peak out too much any higher than what it already is. You're not the only one, Chris. I'm really upset about how pod season ended. It seemed like it just went boom. Yeah, I want to say I peaked out at a 4.5, almost a 5 on this. I still got a little bit of pods. I got a little bit of pods left from you. I got some Jacob Deathbridge. And I got some Linda's Fiery Trees coming. Yep. Then I got a couple Primatalis from a store that's down the street from my job. But I'm just thinking about putting them into dehydrators so they could, I could use them for a tincture. Think about this, doing a multiple pepper tincture. No, I was not in the Army. I would have loved to have been in the Army or the military. It would have been my honor to do that. Hey, Sana, how you doing? Yeah, I want to say right now it dropped down to about a 3. The burn on this pepper is not really lingering too much. It's just taking its time going down a little bit. The burn's pretty good. I like it. Just like a typical chocolate pod. I mean, at one time I did have a Megadeth shirt, but I outgrew it. But, yeah. Right now I just got Metallica shirts right now. And maybe one Kiss shirt. And an AC/DC shirt too. But, anyway, about this pod. Yeah, if a non-chili head ate it, it'd definitely hit a 9. That's for a non-chili head, like a regular chili head like me. I hit like a high 4. Got a little bit of a tingle in the back of the throat. Not too bad. Hi, Sana. How you doing? Okay. It was it packed a nice little. It had a nice little punch, considering that was the first chocolate pod I had, and I don't know. I can't remember. It was maybe 2, 3 weeks since I had a chocolate pod. Not too bad. How about you? I'm having a decent night. Yeah, I think I got 2 more chocolate pods in the bag. Without, oh, excuse me. Let's see here. I got two chocolate ghosts. I'll eat those tomorrow. But yeah, chocolate. I wish I had more chocolate pods. I wish I had a couple more Primatalis. But gotta wait till next year. Or maybe I might get lucky with Linda's Fiery Treats. I'm not sure what pheno it is. I couldn't tell, but maybe Chris could tell. Can't wait to get those pods from Linda's Fiery Treats. But they're actually going to be pods that Clayton grew, but that's okay. We all know it's all good. Yeah, Dell, you'd like his pod. I mean, like I said, it got me up to about a 4. All right, Andy, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I got to be up at 3:30, at 3 o'clock, so I know how you feel. So I'm not going to be on too much longer. But, okay. I want to say right now I'm down to a 1, maybe almost at ground level. Got a little bit of a tingle on the sides of on the gums primarily, but yeah, Dell, you definitely like his pod. I mean, it's not like overly like super hot. I'm sure in the early in the pepper season, you got a hold of one of these pods. It'll get you up to about a 7 or 8. But since it's late in the season with this pod, it'll be where it hit me at, probably at a high 4, low 5. But yeah, I just pulled that one out of the bag, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do this one right here. But it's a good pod. It was good tasting. It wasn't very. It was a solid tasting pepper. I might say it's a little bit on the floral side with a hint of earthiness, but I mean it wasn't too overpowering on either side. But sometimes with those floral ones, man, I tend to gag up on them. I don't know why. What makes me do that, but it just hits me differently. That one right there really didn't do that bad to me. But yeah, I would say I'd recommend Grumpy Gill to get pods right now, but he's out of pods right now. So I mean, I could put the link, but you could save it for next year. But that's what I could probably do. I mean, he'll have pods next year, definitely. But right now, everybody's trying out of pods. So it's going to be a long drought for peppers unless you get those grocery stores. Okay. Got 12 plants still going. Warthog, Primatali, and a Douglas with a Reaper. Okay. So you got some decent pods going on. Okay. So I'll put the link to the Grumpy Gill on my description in the description. Hit him up for some seeds, some powder, some snacks and stuff. You should try to make some tinctures with that too, with some powder and all that, and some peppers. You could sell the tinctures too. That'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna like I said, some of the pods I have, I'm gonna dehydrate a little bit more. I'm gonna make another round of tincture. Jen bought me a dehydrator. Nice. There you go. Jen bought me a dehydrator. I dehydrated some peppers already. No, I can't do a handstand. I got a messed up shoulder. Sorry. Handstands are out of the question. Can you do a handstand? That's the question. You're probably also like 35 years younger than I am, so I can see why you're doing that. So, okay. But anyway, yeah, I had a pepper that I thought was a space hydra, but I'm not quite sure what pod it was until we get the definitive answer. It might have been just mislabeled, so it's kind of hard to tell which one it was. So I'm not going to say, hey, Chris, you didn't have any Douglas this year, did you? That could have probably been a Douglas, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of like I said. It hit a little bit. It hit pretty fast. I mean, the first bite of it. I mean, it hit. I started feeling it a little bit, but yeah, I got a few pods I can still eat until, I don't know. I got I got about 6 or 8 pods left out of the one you sent me. I like how you do it. I got some of Clayton's. This is probably over a year right here. Okay. Okay, understandable. But whatever it was, I enjoyed the burn on it. It was a pretty tasty pod. The tincture that I have that's probably sitting in the drawer over there is probably going on about a solid 6 months right now. I got a couple of them already bottled up, but I know I've been saying I'm going to get them bottled up eventually. But once I get them bottled up, I'll be ready to have some ready to go. If anybody wants to get any, I'll be happy to sell some. Or a couple of my grower friends or whoever, I could probably just mail them to. We'll wait and see. Yeah, I sold a bunch of them to my co-workers. I sold 2 to Neo Draco, who's another one of my subscribers. I actually had him on the show about 7 months ago. Is when we did the fire cubes from Harvest 912. How's it going, Aileen? How you doing? Yeah, but I'm gonna be looking forward to doing a couple challenges here and there. They just get too damn expensive. Especially the ones from Harvest 912, but they're so brutal. Especially those fire cubes and the pain in the pineapple. But yeah. All right, if you happen to be new to this channel, please like, share, and subscribe this channel, please. It'd be greatly appreciated. Okay. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I do my best when I'm doing my videos. Burn myself up when I'm eating the peppers. I mean, sometimes it hurts me more than others. Other times it doesn't really hurt me too bad. But maybe tomorrow I might go after that endorphin dump. I might have to eat like 2, maybe 3 or 4 peppers. I haven't had an endorphin dump in like 3 weeks. But anyway, I think I'm gonna have to be getting going myself because I got to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Sorry for the short video, but you know, I'll be back on tomorrow. Do another live stream. Probably come on a little earlier, and I'm gonna be doing the chocolate ghost. Okay. Yeah, I think it's been close to for me to get a good endorphin dump. I haven't had a good one since the week after the hot pepper eating contest in October. I mean, that maybe it might have been the same, probably like 3 or 4 days after when I ate those 2 mustard primatalis. I mean, I had something a little bit closer than that where my ears popped a little bit, had a couple little teardrops, but I haven't had anything where my sinus cavities were vibrating a little bit. And that's what I was looking for. And who knows? I might even eat a couple of those red primatalis that I have, but they're mid to late season peppers. So I mean, who knows how hot they're going to be. I did like the mustard primatali. I got those off of, was it Clayton or... Yeah, it was Clayton I got them off of. According to what Chris is saying, that Clayton's already out of peppers, so I was hoping I was going to get some chocolate warthogs, but that'll be next year. All right, Chris, you too, bud. I'll talk to you later. All right, guys, I'm Chili Phil. I got to go, and this is Phil the Burn.